So this is my Bakhram Murtazaliev versus Josh bottom preview and bottom predictions for the IBF Super Welterweight title. Obviously, that's the main event. I will be predicting two of the fights on the card as well, which we'll get straight into straight away. Start off then with Avner Tahan versus Talia Jensen. 10-round contest for the IBF World Female Lightweight title. Tahan, what performance he put in, one of the standout performances in 2025, stopping Beatrice Ferreira in round 5 in Monte Carlo. And it wasn't just a stoppage, it was an absolute masterclass from Tahan, who is one of the upcoming talented female boxers out there, and probably the most talented as well, the most dangerous as well, the way she stopped Beatrice Ferreira as well. No wonder Talian Dubois avoided Tahan as well, no wonder. And Tahan, I think she's signed for Matchroom now. I think she has signed with Eddie Hearn as well. Because Eddie Hearn, he likes to jump ship quite quickly, doesn't he? Whenever someone beats his fighter, he seems to jump ship quite quickly, doesn't he? And he's like, "Oh my God, you have to this Tahan. She's absolutely quality. She's absolute quality and all that." But that's what promoters do. That's what they do. And yeah, I think for me, this is going to be a straightforward win for me, for Tahan. Talia Jensen, yeah, she's in for a long night against Tahan. And I won't be shocked if it's an early stoppage either for Tahan. Tahan's got that dangerous punch power, aggressive high presser as well, warrior and workweight style. And it's not me being disrespectful to the women, but this is why we're all shocked, weren't we, to see actually a female boxer actually getting a stoppage win. Obviously, we all know they do get them like in the first fight. We all know about that. But it's not normally a common thing, is it? Female boxers getting stoppage victories. But Tahan, wow. It just like see her style, she does the stoppage in every fight, no matter who she's against. So she's done be one of the only female boxers you'll probably see who are probably unlikely to win on points. And obviously, we saw Katie Taylor. I know we've seen Taylor, Serrano, Shields, all that stoppage victories and knockout victories. We've all seen that, of course. But it's not normally common, is it, with the female boxers? So, yeah, Tahan, straightforward, tail stoppage victory, in my opinion, in the voluntary defence. In my opinion. Up next, Josh Paddy versus Terrell Belmadi, 12-round contest for the vacant EBU Hooping Super Featherweight title. Belmadi is a former French lightweight champion, of course. That is probably his highest achievement. Josh Paddy, we've seen Josh Paddy, haven't we? Obviously, then the last minute opponent against Shakur Stevenson didn't dare but count with himself. Even though he got dominated by Shakur Stevenson in that fight. Josh Paddy, technically still fighter and boxer. His jabs are very good, aren't they? He's got good jabs and he's got good combinations as well. I think he'll outboss Belmadi here to a points victory. I think it will be a ton of points victory for Josh Paddy. And it'd be massive for Paddy as well, won't it, to win that hooping belt as well. It'd be massive for him. Then after he wins a hooping belt and has a defence of that hooping belt, then he can move on to a potential world title shot next, or bid fights at the super featherweight division. And finally, the main event, Bakhram Murtazaliev versus Josh Taylor, 12-round contest for Murtazaliev's IBF Super Welterweight title. Josh Taylor got the amateur pedigree, hasn't he? He's more of a stiffness. He's a stiff fighter, isn't he? Got the reflexes as well. Which could cause a problem for Murtazaliev. Could cause a problem for him. Josh Taylor will be looking to duck a lot of shots from Murtazaliev. Use the win movement. Use the win as well to bottom move Josh Taylor. That's his best chance of winning this fight. Bottom and moving. And but Josh Taylor not really fought anyone, has he? He lost to David Avanesian. He lost to him. And David Avanesian ended up losing to Jaron Ennis, wasn't it? Yeah, Jaron Ennis. And Josh Taylor's fought the likes of Ismail Davis recently. Obviously, deservedly won that fight against Ismail Davis. 3 more rounds, and Ismail Davis probably would have turned that fight on his head, if I'm being honest with you. And obviously, Josh Taylor didn't have that fight. He didn't have that fight with Ian Smith, did he? I would have loved to see that fight, personally. I would have loved to see that fight. But Ian Smith's finished now, isn't he? Let's be real. And Josh Taylor, did he deserve this title shot? Not for me. I don't think he earned this title shot. There's Murtazaliev, who is one of the best fighters in this super welterweight division. Proper monster, isn't he? He's a monster, especially with what he did. How he dealt with Tim Tszyu as well. Murtazaliev got that dangerous power. He's improved his movement, hasn't he, Murtazaliev? Which is a good thing. Which is a massive thing in this fight against Josh Taylor. That he needed to improve his movement and improve our weight and handles as well, because you know what Josh Taylor's gonna do? He's gonna box and one. That's what Josh Taylor's gonna do. There's no way he's gonna fight with Murtazaliev. If he does, Josh Taylor will be then knocked out. Simple. Murtazaliev got combination punching as well. Relentless presser. He will be relentless. Murtazaliev. He will try and cut off the win and make sure Josh Taylor doesn't use that win movement. Try and trap Josh Taylor in and into his fight. And he's physical as well, Murtazaliev. I can only see one winner for me. Not really being convinced by Josh Taylor's resume, if I'm being honest with you. I think Murtazaliev is just that level above Josh Taylor, in my opinion. And he's that level above for a reason. And I think Murtazaliev, he will get to Josh Taylor eventually. He will get to him eventually. And yes, Josh Taylor's movement can tire Murtazaliev out. That's the only way Josh Taylor can win this fight. If Josh Taylor, I'm not saying Josh Taylor can't win this fight. Of course he can. Of course he can win this fight. What Josh Taylor needs to do, like I said, he needs to bottom move around the win. Try and tire Murtazaliev out by bottom and moving, ducking, skipping, ducking and missing his shots, using the skip movement as well. That's Josh Taylor's best chance. There's no way Josh Taylor can fight fire with fire. Absolutely no chance, because that's going to be Murtazaliev's fight. And that's what Tim Tszyu did. He fought fire with fire. So that's Josh Taylor's best chance, is to box on the back foot and use the win movement. That's Josh Taylor's best chance of winning this fight. So I'm not saying Josh Taylor can't win this fight. He can. But for me, I still think Murtazaliev has already improved on his movement and improved on creating handles as well. So once one of his hands lands on Josh Taylor's done, people. He's done. And Murtazaliev, for me, it's just levels above Josh Taylor, in my opinion. But I'm not counting Josh Taylor out, because Josh Taylor can win the fight. He can, if he has the right game plan. But if he fights fire with fire, Josh Taylor may as well go back home, if I'm being honest with you. So, but yeah, the thing is, I think it could be quite similar. I think it's going to be quite similar to Batavia versus before. Let's say Josh Taylor's before, Just Hay will have that Dmitry Bivol plan, while Murtazaliev's not too dissimilar to Batavia, is he? He's a front foot fighter, and he'll chase him around the win. So that's what it's going to be like. But obviously, Just Haiti is nowhere near Dmitry Bivol's level, nowhere near. So, and I think Just Haiti is very lucky to be even down a title shot, in my opinion, considering his resume. So, yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below on Bakhram Murtazaliev vs Just Haiti bottom preview. All the fights I've spoken about down below in the comments. I'll see you all in the next one.